Hello everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing another installment of my best of series, which is essentially where I sit down, basically pick usually my top 5, sometimes there's an item extra thrown into the mix of some of the makeup brands that are available on the website. This is something that I could absolutely do with skincare as well. It would just have to be a skincare line that is quite extensive. You know, obviously if I do a video on Mara, they only have 5 items, so they're all the best. But anyway, we are going to be doing Vapour today, and I have done this installment on Cure Weiss, Fit Glow, RMS. I have done quite a few of the heavy hitting, large makeup brands that are available on the website, and I know sometimes brands can be a little bit overwhelming. You don't really know where to start. This is basically me sharing with you my favorites as someone who has tried every piece in the lineup. So today we're doing Vapour. Vapour's got a lot of great items, but this was actually very easy for me to sit down and settle because I use all of these on a incredibly regular basis. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to start off with probably like my favorite, my most used by far. This is the Vapour bronzing powder. This is an Eclipse. I really love what Vapour's done with the packaging since the rebranding. I've done a full video breaking that down as well as speaking to every product in the line, not just my 5 favorites. So look at the description box. It's always full of good stuff for you all. But this bronzing powder in Eclipse is beautiful. Of course, it does only come in this one tone. I am upset about that, but if you have a light medium skin tone, my skin tone pulls very olive, a little bit yellowy, then this tone will work great on you. It actually kind of reminds me of NARS Laguna. It has a really nice warmth to it that is not orange. In fact, it's quite terracotta, and it does also have a little bit of radiance or shimmer inside of here that doesn't read like glitter on the face, but just does something for that sun-kissed sort of glow. So it is what I have on today. I wear this all of the time. I think that it's a little bit unassuming to the touch. It feels like a little bit of a harder, more stiff powder, a little bit rough, and it is a little bit powdery, but on the skin it blends like a dream. I even love using it as eyeshadow. So this is a fabulous one from Vapour. This is a $38 item as well. Then let's go on to their lip nectars. Their lip nectars are absolutely up there as well. One of these is always living in my purse, and I believe they have 6 shades. I recently reviewed them, so any in-depth videos I have will also be down below for you all. But these are a really phenomenal item that is just a really nice sheer wash of color. All the colors are very wearable. They are not overly slick where they just totally dissipate off the lips, but yet at the same time you don't need a mirror to apply them. Just really easy. I'm wearing the shade Tempt today. This is my most worn shade because it is one of those My Lips But Better, but I do also love the shade Coquette. Coquette is beautiful because, as you can see, it's a very rich shade, and these always just will hit a touch on. It just distributes a nice, healthy, sort of like you just ate a popsicle amount of color, and specifically in the summertime, I cannot keep my paws off of these. They are a great sheer option. I love their high voltage lipsticks too, but I'm more of a sheer wash of color kind of gal. Then we have their Mesmerize mascara, which is probably the one I talk about the most frequently because in like most of my tutorials, I'm using this or the Fit Glow. I mean, they're my favorites, or the Lily Lolo. Those are the 3 in very heavy rotation. This is a really great, very black, fluffy bristled wand that is not too big. It's actually a really nice, easy to use size that is really great for both the top and bottom lashes. Incredibly black. It's a nice in-between in formula. It's not too wet where your lashes are clumping together, but it does build a ton of volume as well as wear beautifully throughout the day. This will not smudge, flake, smear, none of that. Mind you, if you are struggling with that, consider setting your under eyes. And speaking of setting the under eyes, nice little segue into my next Vapour product, which are their perfecting powders. So I wanted to discuss both because they are very similar. They just come in different forms, and it's all about a personal preference here. So this is their perfection powder. We have pressed and loose. They retail for the same amount of money, which is $38. They have mica and tapioca starch in here. So they are scentless, and they do a lot for this really, really light, subtle blurring effect. But I love that underneath the eyes. What I really appreciate about it is that they are not at all overly drying or stripping, but yet I do feel like this is more mattifying than something like the Cure Weiss translucent powder, which I do love, especially when I'm putting that all over my face, but this underneath the eyes is fabulous. I like them equally. This is a really great travel companion, and I know Reagan from Reagan Heart, hi Reagan, really likes this item as well, and she uses it to set all over the face. So that's what I've done today, underneath the eyes, through the center of my face. I like a very natural, light amount of powder that still sets the makeup and allows it to wear as beautifully for as long of a period of time as possible, and this helps me do that. Really, really great options. I think a lot of you will enjoy the press just because it is compact, travel friendly, and very easy to use. But if you still like to do the baking under eye method, the loose powder is great for that as well. Then finally, I want to discuss one of their quads. So I really suggest that you watch my videos on the quads because the quads are very interesting. When I swatch this here for you, you're not going to be blown away by pigment. They're not the most unique shades you've ever seen in your life, but they always get the job done. It's reliable. They blend beautifully. So very similar texture to the bronzing powder. They feel a little bit rough to the touch in the pan, and they do have quite a bit of fallout, but in turn, they blend so nicely on the eyes and are incredibly buildable. Now, I don't mean blend to the point of just completely disappearing. I mean, they're just easy. Today, I did take this shade right here through my crease first. I added a touch of this and a touch of this to the root of my lash exclusively, and then this shade here on the brow, and to sort of start off the look. Then I did a little highlighter in the inner corner, and that is the quickest eye look you could possibly do. So it's very, very subtle. It's very, very natural. If you were looking for full-on pigment, I would go with something like the Cure Weiss or I don't know. You have a lot of different options if you wanted a more rich option, but for a day-to-day palette, the palette in Archetype, that is the one I'm sharing with you here today, is my favorite. But they do have different colorways. So there's a purple, there's one that's a little bit smokier, has some metallics in it, and the formula is interesting. It takes some getting used to. It's not going to knock you off your feet, but it's going to look really beautiful and subtle every single time. Whenever I don't know what to wear, I seriously reach for this because I know it's going to be boop, boop, boop. Don't have to think about it, and I feel put together and ready. So that is it, everyone. Those are my top 5 picks from Vapour. They have a very extensive line. I've done exclusive tutorials. I've reviewed most of these products at length, so I'll include all of those down below for you, so you could dive a little bit deeper and see exactly which shades of my favorites are appropriate for you. But the mascara is a great one if you're looking for a new one on the market. The lip products are just my summer absolute staple. Bronzer, I mean, if you have my skin tone, go for it. You want an everyday eye palette and a great mascara, I mean, you are totally sorted. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, definitely let me know down below. Absolutely let me know what your favorite Vapour products are. I'm always curious to hear what is everyone else's favorite, because I feel like in my own little green beauty makeup bubble sometimes. So definitely share with me, and any questions that you may have, I am more than happy to answer. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so very much for all of the consistent love and support. Every product will be listed down below. But before you go, if you could please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, because I do upload new videos here every single week and I don't want you guys to miss them. Check out our Instagram and other social medias because I do bonus content over there on a monthly basis as well. But again, thank you all so very much, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.